Alright guys, so as you guys can tell, I'm back here for a double belt review. These are both probably two of my favorite belts in my entire belt collection. Not because of how rare these are, but just because of what they are and just because of the era they represent. To me, these also hold a special place in my heart because this is the promotion that got me into wrestling. Obviously, what I'm reviewing today is two original ECW licensed belts, the ECW World Television Championship and an original ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, when I say original, this is not a WWE remake. This is the real deal, produced back in 1999. I am going to tell you, though, how to spot the differences between a remake and a original. So, there are very, very small differences, which I'm going to point out. And don't mind me, I'm also my joke. Alright, so let's just get right on to the review. I'm going to start off with the World Heavyweight Championship, since this one is the hardest one to tell apart from the remake. Over here, you have the 5 ECW stamp letters on top and bottom. You can see right there. 2x5 nice male snaps. Of course, a lot closer together, unlike a lot of the other belts that you would see on TV. No stamping around the plate, well, along the strap like you would on the 2007 edition. Over here you have hardcore wrestling, written in like a blood kind of red. Purple background with the black ECW. Of course, behind that it's actually two barbed wire bats and a steel chair. I want to make out. You guys can make that out a lot better on the 2007 edition of the belt, but not so much on the classic or the original. Over here you have hardcore wrestling with the barbed wire globe. Again, two barbed wire bats and the steel chair behind it. I gotta say, for the age of this thing's in pretty damn good condition. No cracks on the leather, nothing. Couple creases and everything, but that's about it. Onto the nameplate. This is also very important. Here you have the ECW logo in purple. Now on the WWE remake, because I did have a remake of this version a while back, which I sold the plates to. There would be on the remake there would be a TM trademark symbol right here, which there is not on the original. On the original, it just says ECW. So if you want to see on eBay, if you're looking for one, it's an original. First place to look is on the main plate. Of course, you have the chain link fences. Two barbed wire bats that says Taz, which is also on the remake too. So you know, you have the banner that says World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion with the blood-like paint job and etching. I gotta say, this belt actually has a pretty decent etch in it. I mean, my finger's getting caught on the chain links and everything. My other one was actually pretty flat. This is a little nick is right there though. But still, like I said, this belt is in really good condition. And of course, the main plate is curved. It looks a lot. It's actually not curved as much as what is shown on the video. But yeah, standard 2mm thick plates. But if I go like that, I mean, you can see a little bit of the details and everything. Unlike on the remake, which is just pretty much all flat. But yeah. Anyways. You have side plate, again, hardcore wrestling with the barbed wire globe. and again ECW. And the 2x8 nail snaps with, again, the ECW stamps. Now here's another difference that you're going to see on when you come to the back. As far as I know, the original ECW belt, world title, had an all orange backing. There was no snakeskin print on it. It was just all orange. And quite honestly, this feels a lot like a Wilson's football. It really feels like a football kind of material. Very rough, actually. I remember my last one being really, really smooth, but this is really rough. And also, the originals came with the gold screws instead of black, because that's just the color they used up until like 2002. You can tell there's like no flexibility to the belt whatsoever. Very stiff. But still in just great condition. A couple creases, but whatever. Can't bitch about it. Put that aside. And now come to the probably one of the rarer and probably rarest ECW belt, the original television championship with the purple logo. Now, from what I know, in 1999 there was 2 editions of these made. There was one with a brown logo, which was used from late 99 to 2000, yeah, to like the end of 2000 when these belts were produced. And for a limited time, they came out with the purple logo. So really for this belt, everybody wants the purple logo, and I'm so glad I got this in the condition it is in. But over here, you have again ECW letters, 2x5s, female snaps. You have the ECW with a wrestler holding up the globe and a brick wall. Over here you have ECW again with 2 wrestlers. Looks like one's doing a leg drop on the other. Again, a broken brick wall behind. On the main plate, which is probably my favorite part of the belt, you have a banner that says World Television Barbed Wire Globe ECW Champion with the banner. And over here you have the brick wall with barbed wire, a bit of a nugget texture from the looks of it. It does look like a nugget texture that would be used by J Mar. Very nice though. I think it really adds to the belt. And of course, you have the barbed wire bat, 2 of them. So again, just very well. Of course, more the nugget, what would be the nugget texture. I remember seeing this belt being available on Figures on the Figures Inc. website for like $3,500. I desperately wanted the real thing of this. This is one of my favorite belts of all time. But I mean, the title design is just so underrated. But obviously, I didn't have the money at the time. I couldn't buy it. I was like, so disappointed. But here you have the other same side plates as before. ECW. And the 2x8 nail snaps. Flip it over. Now, unlike the TAS edition of the belt of the World Championship and the Classic and the Tag Team, this one is stamped 1999 Extreme Championship Wrestling, Figures Inc. patch, and the old address. Again, gold screw, which is, you can tell, is legit, original. again, no flexibility. And one thing I've also noticed is the strap on both the Classic World, well, that world title, and the television are both exactly the same. The old style that are also found in the Attitude Era WWF belts. That's another good way to tell if they're original or not, because they give off a different, because they don't shine as much in the light as the other simulated straps would. So yeah. All right. Let me show you what these belts look like over the shoulders and over the waist, and I'll wrap this up. Because I'm going on for 11 minutes now. Holy shit. Alright, I'm going to start with the television title first. Yeah, how appropriate. ECFNW shirt. Alright. So here's the belt. That's what it looks like over the shoulder. Very small belt. All the ECW belts are very small. So yeah, but as you can tell, not very flexible at all. Which I'm actually glad about because the strap's in great condition for its age. Especially for this belt being close to 14, 15 years old. So this is what it looks like around the waist. You can also have this belt in good condition because snaps aren't completely broken into either. But yeah, this is what the television title looks like from around the waist. Very nice fit. This was also very hard to curve the nameplate, but as you guys can tell, it looks a lot better. It fits very, very well. It's very small too. I mean, obviously ECW is full of small people like Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Rey Mysterio, Super Crazy, Tajiri. Who else? Spike Dudley. I mean, I'm just naming a couple. I'm just trying to name some small people, not some of the bigger people. But yeah, again, very small belt, but still very nice. And for my personal favorite and my favorite belt design of all time, the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. That's the belt in all of its glory. Well, this is what it looks like over the shoulder. Which, if you saw any of my older videos, I had my remake of the belt sitting around my shoulders countless times, but yeah, not flexible again whatsoever. Still, what it looks like around the waist. And yeah, this is the world champion. This is the classic world title around my waist. Again, very small, a little bit bigger than the television championship, but still a hell of a nice belt. I am definitely planning on getting both of these re-leathered. Cannot wait for that. I actually just might do the re-leathering myself because I am starting to take some classes on leather work. So once the time comes, I'll probably show that some of my work off. And that does it for me, guys. Again, this is called Different 125. And all I need now is just the classic tag team title and the Taz edition. That I'll have all 4 classic ECW belts. I have no interest in getting the 2008 edition of the championship. Reason being, I hated the WWE ECW show. I thought it absolutely sucked. I thought it was a disgrace to the original ECW. I might get the 2007 edition, maybe, maybe not. if I see a good deal on it, I just might. I don't know. I saw one, an Ultra Deluxe of the 2007 edition, which I kind of really loved it too, which I regret not getting. It was somebody offered me $300 for it. I passed it up, and I gotta say I regret not getting that because since I had the paint and everything, could have just filled in the blanks and everything, made it the full 2007 edition with the black paint. I'm a fucking idiot, but whatever. But yeah, this is Skull Number 125, and I'll see you guys next time.